Whether you are a content creator or a small business owner, I'm sure one of your common denominators in your social media goals is to grow your socials. So we are getting into what to post to do exactly that. Hi, I'm Ariana. I am a content strategist and a content creator. On this channel, we talk about socials for business and creators, content creation efficiently, and work-life balance. If conversations and content like this interest you, I highly recommend subscribing. We are going to go ahead and jump right in. So I can sit here and give you a bunch of content ideas or general post topics to talk about, but I feel like that will not actually help you because I don't know what your brand is. I don't know what niche you're in. So what I will tell you is that if you are struggling to come up with content ideas to help grow your social media accounts, then what you actually need to do is sit down with your social media strategy. Now, before you get overwhelmed, a social media strategy is actually very simple. It's basically just the way that you show up on social media, and it's literally just a game plan for what to post to get your goals, and how often you show up. So that's it dumbed down, but in a nutshell, your social media strategy is your brand as a whole, what your brand mission is, and your target audience, who they are, who you're trying to reach with your content, and merging these two together. This is what's going to give you content ideas that are going to help grow your audience, help reach these people, and eventually help you either get sales or get recognized by brands because you have an audience full of people that know, like, and trust you, and that might buy from you. So your strategy is super important for coming up with content ideas. And if you do not have a strategy, then I have a full template down below in my description box that you can literally just stick your brand into and create a solid social media strategy from a social media manager's perspective or a content strategist's perspective, and really get clear on who you're showing up for with your content. But we are still going to go ahead and get into what you can post and things to get your wheels turning about what to post to grow your brand, no matter where you are in your social media strategy or your content creation journey. So the first thing that I would recommend to do is get really, really clear on who you're speaking to with your content. Now, content is not about you. Content is about your audience and the receiver of the content or the viewer of the content. Now, if you get really, really clear on who you're speaking to in your content, then this is just going to open up so many doors on what to post to grow, really understanding what that person wants to see or how they respond to what you are putting out for them. This is what's going to kind of give you all of the ideas, all of the content topics, all of the formats, all of the hooks, all of the call to actions. If you really understand this person, then coming up with content ideas and growing on social media will be so much easier. And this is like the literal first step in creating a social media strategy, as well as in my social media strategy template. And the second thing that you need to do is to be really clear on what you want your brand to be known for. So your brand is most likely falling into a niche, whether it's lifestyle, which kind of is like an umbrella category for a lot of niches, or whether it's something really, really specific. You want to make sure that you have a really clear idea on what you want to be remembered for, because if you do not have a ton of followers, this is kind of like the beginning stages of growing a following, is just kind of trying to be remembered for one thing. Now, you don't have to stick to this one thing forever, but this is just a little kind of stepping stone to get all of those followers or to kind of grow your brand account. Now, when you are kind of trying to think of content ideas to share to a specific group of people, so that your brand can be remembered by, this type of content is actually called brand awareness content. Now, this is the content that is meant or has the goal of getting a lot of views, that has the goal of or is meant to be relatable to a large group of people. So this is the type of content that usually falls under trends because they're like funny and a lot of people can relate to them, or just some really satisfying content that can just make anyone feel something or just feel satisfied. This is the type of content that is meant to reach a lot of people and evoke emotion or evoke responses or just feedback, a like, a save, a share to their friend. This is the type of content that is going to get you those high numbers in views. This is not the type of content that is going to make people follow you unless those people are specifically in your target audience. So these are the different phases of the marketing funnel or the content marketing funnel. So the first phase is brand awareness. This is a really great place to think about content that can kind of just perk your audience's ears up or kind of grab their attention when they see you on their For You page or even on their Reels tab. And you want to be really intentional with this brand awareness content. So this is not the content that you are going to tell them to buy your ebook or to book a call with you. This is the type of content where you basically introducing your brand to a brand new person or someone who literally has no idea that you exist. And the point of this type of content is also to make a perfect stranger who is a part of your target audience, make them make the decision to want to stick around or want to see more from you based on what they're seeing from this one brand awareness video. Now, the second phase of the content marketing funnel, or the journey that a potential person in your target audience goes through, is the warming phase. Now, this is the type of content that you can post to dig a little bit deeper into your ultimate goal of your social media. So if you're a small business and you want to get people to buy your ebook or your candles or whatever it is that you sell, this type of content is going to help your target audience, or the people that did decide to follow you, the people that decided to stick around, help them consider buying from you. This is where you're like, hey, I know you know me because you follow me, but I also have a solution to a problem that you might have, and I know you might have this solution because you follow me, if you get what I'm saying. So this is just the type of content that gets your audience that already knows you to consider maybe purchasing from you, to kind of think about the way that you have the solution to a problem that they have because you're a business. Now, as a creator, your warming content is the content that takes your audience a little bit deeper into who you are or who you want to portray yourself as your brand. So this is the content that kind of makes them trust you a lot more, because as a creator or an influencer, your ultimate goal is to get noticed or recognized by brands so that your brands can work with you and you can recommend products or services from a brand to your target audience and then ultimately make money. So you either make your money by brand deals where they pay you just to post, or by affiliate commission, where you sell products and then you get a cut of whatever it is that they buy. So you need trust and warming content to do both of these things, whether you're a small business or whether you're a creator. And the last phase of the marketing funnel or customer journey that a random person on social media goes through is the conversion phase. So as a small business owner or even a content creator, this is the phase of content that literally says book now, buy now, and it actually creates conversion only from the people that already know, like, and trust you, that have seen all of your content, that decided to stick around however long ago, and now they have considered buying from you. They thought about buying your ebook already because they heard you talk about it before. They like what you're selling them, and they're like, okay, you know what? Today's the day. I just got paid yesterday and I've been thinking about this for a while, and you just reminded me of it because I just saw you post about it today, and I think I'm going to do it. So your conversion content is very important, and this is what is going to kind of get you to your specific social media goals. So if you want to grow your social media account and grow your following, or even just grow in general to reach your social media goals, this is the kind of cycle that you need to take your audience through with your content. So you need to be very intentional with what you're posting. Now, going all the way back to what to post to grow your social media account, I would focus on your brand awareness content and then your warming content, because the brand awareness content, like we spoke about, is the content that is going to reach more people or the most people in this whole cycle. And then really focus on posting things in this phase that are going to convert random people, random social media users, netizens, as what's her name? As Rotten Mango says, into people who want to be a part of your community. And then warming content is basically just giving those people what they followed you for. So it's not necessarily having or always about selling something to them, but literally just kind of keeping that connection alive. So hopefully now you have a better idea of what to post to grow your socials. I highly recommend, again, creating a social media strategy or building a social media strategy specific to you, one that is you coded, one that is specifically for your brand. If you don't have one, I highly recommend grabbing my social media strategy template, where you can literally just plug your brand into, and I show you exactly how to use all of the information that you stick into it to create a social media strategy that will help you reach your goals, whether it's to grow your socials or whether it's to get sales or whether it's to get recognized by brands. So all of the details on the strategy template are linked down below in the description box. I really hope that I got your wheels turning, and I would really appreciate if you leave a like down below if you found this video valuable or helpful. It really does help me out. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe before you leave if you enjoy conversations and content like this. Go ahead and follow me on my Instagram, my TikTok, and all of the things. If you have any other video suggestions that you'd like to see from me, leave it down below in the comments. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!